I have several, I'd say, global questions to you as a diplomat, and I want to ask you that the work of Ukrainian diplomats and partners diplomats, so where did they fail to avoid full-scale invasion?
I think diplomats did maximum. Diplomacy is not working without force. If you don't have power behind you against aggressor, diplomacy is not able to save you. So the only thing is force.
But still, remembering 2014, during all these long periods, our Western partners who were in the group...
Minsk group?
Not Minsk,
Normandy group?
Normandy, I'm sorry. And they were insisting on the Minsk agreements, and they were insisting on the diplomacy, and they were against all the military movements towards Russians in Donbass and in Crimea before the full-scale invasion. During almost 9 years, they were the initiatives of diplomacy. But now...
You were the part of that. So Ukraine was part of the decision, and we cannot say that it was totally wrong at that moment. Well, those were the circumstances. At the moment, Ukraine is a totally different country. The Ukrainian army is totally different what it was 2014. That agreement were reached together. Ukraine tried to solve the issue with peaceful means. Russia saw that they cannot fool you, they cannot play you, they cannot break you, and then decided that, the Putin decided in his head that he needs Ukraine as a part of the empire and launched a full-scale war. So it's, well, looking back in the history, it's those ifs, it's not easy to say what was completely wrong. Well,
but actually, you just said the very concrete words that not diplomacy can preserve your country, but the force. And therefore, I want to ask you, all this prediction about Putin's intentions since 2007, his speech in Munich, were the Minsk agreement a mistake? Were the mistake for not giving the opportunity to join NATO? Were the mistake not helping us with the military aid and service, the weaponing the country before the full-scale invasion? So we lost all these 9 years by the mistake of top politicians of European countries?
I will not blame fingering on concrete politicians. I already said that I think believing in mutual dependency was a mistake. Believing that avoiding escalation, that was a mistake. That definitely, but I will not finger that the one single politician was wrong.
The history will finger.
The history will finger, exactly. Absolutely. The weakness is the thing which provokes Russia. Not military might. Being afraid that weak Russia can be even more dangerous, I don't buy it. Estonian history shows us that we have had trouble always with strong Russia. So we are absolutely interested in to have as weak Russia as possible.
I will put my question differently a little bit. Could the West prevent war in Ukraine and tension in the region?
No, because the decision was made by Russian dictator. In his head, he had a vision. As I said, no intelligence officer, no military officer came to him to say that, Mister, you are wrong. Ukrainians are strong. We will suffer huge losses. We will not take Kyiv in 3 days. US sent CIA, head of the CIA to Moscow to tell them in the face that we know what you're up to. That don't do it. It will have consequences. Ruined mindset of ex-KGB officer he's not believing anything actually what West is telling them or him actually, because he is thinking that it's some cruel intelligence game against him, always believing it. No, the only way to avoid that could have been to step up with a force. But there's now the moment is that Ukraine were not a member of NATO. We didn't left you alone, and that's most important, I think. In the meaning of the armament, okay, it didn't come from the first day in a full scale, in the full variety, but we didn't leave you alone, and that's the biggest achievement, I think.